Hello, guys, and welcome back to Life with Paulie. It is currently September 2nd, and it's about 10 at night. As you can see here, the dog is getting tired and she wants to go to sleep. This is my dog here, Annabelle, and I just love her to death. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, I recently moved out of my apartment into my 2007 Saturn Ion. That's where we are right now, in the back of my car, and just relaxing, getting ready to watch a movie. But I wanted to make this video real quick. I'm in my car until I save enough money to buy a SUV or a van to turn into my tiny home on wheels. I made the move out of my apartment after my mom passed away in February of 2022. And if you're interested in seeing me get that van and turn it into a tiny home, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below and the all notification bell, leaving a comment, and sharing the video. That is totally free for you to do, and that's how you can support this channel for totally free. Now, today's video, I just wanted to do an update on this 8-passenger thing that I posted yesterday. I think I posted the video about the 8-passenger YouTube channel. If you don't know, 8 Passengers was a YouTube channel. They were family vloggers of Ruby and Kevin Franke, and they have 6 children. And the mother was just arrested on August 30th for child abuse because one of her children had escaped a home that her business partner owned, Jody Hildebrandt. And basically what they were doing was they were keeping these kids captive. They had them tied up with duct tape. The kids had lacerations on their arms and their legs, and also rope burns. Now, I don't usually do videos like this on my YouTube channel, but the reason why I wanted to touch base on this story is because I suffered horrific abuse when I was younger. Not by my mother, not by my bio dad, but my brother's dads. Now, I have 3 brothers. My mother had 4 boys. I'm one of the 4 boys, of course, but I had 3 brothers, and we all had different dads. 4 brothers, 4 different dads. My dad was a great person. However, my mom got into situations that were not good. My youngest brother's dad used to beat me when I was younger. He was a 450-pound biker. He kicked me across the floor when I was 3 because I didn't tie my shoe right. I was just learning how to tie my shoes, and I didn't tie it right, so he kicked me across the floor. He used to beat me with 2x4s. He used to beat me with spoons and spatulas. Me and my mom, we used to have to hide to eat snacks. I remember one time we hid in the bathroom to eat some cookies, and he caught us in the bathroom, and he actually hit me in the head with a broomstick. My mom did decide to get away from him, but she was trying to figure out how to get away from him because he would take her money at the beginning of the month. Me and my mom, she got Social Security death benefits, and I also got Social Security death benefits, but he used to take those at the beginning of the month. And my mom was just trying to figure out how to work around that to get away from him. So one day she did decide to leave, and we did get away from him, and we ran in our car. Of course, he had just taken our money, so we didn't have no money. We had to live in the car. We had to sleep in the car. We had to steal food from the store in order to survive until we got our SSI checks. And we did that. I was also beaten by my middle brother's dad. He had beat me a couple times and hit me a couple times. I ended that when I turned 16. I actually pulled a knife on him when he hit me one time, and I told him, come on, hit me again. I pulled a knife on him, and I said, I'll kill you right now, right here. And after that situation, he never hit me again. So, this is a very touchy topic for me, but I'm glad that they caught this mother from 8 Passengers, Ruby Franke. But it really makes me mad because a lot of people, even the neighbors, have reported things to CPS and to the authorities in Utah, and they did absolutely nothing about it. A lot of people from YouTube reported their family. And again, the authorities or CPS did absolutely nothing about it at all. And that really makes me mad. Just recently, the father, Kevin Franke, if you don't know, he was a professor at a school in Utah. And come to find out, he was fired in the spring. No one knows why, but he was fired in the spring of 2022, I think, or 2023. He was fired from his job for some reason. He has just put out a statement that he just wants to keep the kids together under his fatherly care. Now that just disturbs me. Under his fatherly care. That's his statement. Actually, that ain't even a statement he really made. That is a statement that his lawyer made because he is not speaking. Now, as far as I know, Kevin Franke hasn't been arrested, but the mother has been arrested, and she's being held in jail without bond or bail. And she faces up to 6 counts. She's facing 6 counts of felony child abuse, which carries a term of 1 to 15 years to each count. So since she's carrying 6 counts, I hope they don't just give her 6 years or 5 years. I'm hoping they give her the max, because I think she should be locked up and she should not be able to be let out again. I mean, here she was locking up her kids without food, starving her kids, causing wounds on her children, tying them up with duct tape. So I think it's time for her to be locked up and tied up inside and not be let out again. And to the statement that Kevin Franke made, that he just wants to keep the kids together under his fatherly care, where was his fatherly care when these kids were being starved in a safe bunker in a house? They were tied up, being starved, had duct tape, had wounds on them that were very, very bad. Where was the fatherly care? Where was he? What was he doing? He had to have had some knowledge of what was going on, because he even made the statement of they were just trying to teach their kids how to be independent. They were just trying to teach their kids that there's consequences for your actions. As of right now, Kevin Franke, nobody knows what exactly is going on with him. But I could tell you right now that the authorities would be dumb to give, or CPS would be dumb to give the father access to those children until they've done a full investigation and find out where this Kevin Franke has been, since his children have been tied up and starved. Right now, they are under the care of CPS, and as of right now, there is no indication that Kevin Franke is going to end up with the children. As far as I'm concerned right now, I don't think he should end up with the children, and I'm hoping that they will investigate him to the fullest extent. He had to have some knowledge of what was going on with his children. If he makes a statement that says, well, all he wants is his children to be together and under his fatherly care, where was your fatherly care when your wife or your ex-wife was abusing your children? Now, as far as the news stories go, they are not divorced, but I think they were split up, and they've been split up for about a year. But like I said, Where was his fatherly care when they were tied up? And his ex-wife, and his ex-wife was basically abusing his children. Where was he? Where was he all them years they did YouTube? And several videos are questionable about abuse. Like one video where her 6-year-old daughter Eve forgets her lunch at home, and the teacher actually calls Eve's mother, Ruby, and asks to bring her lunch, and basically Ruby refuses to bring her 6-year-old daughter lunch and tells the teacher, well, there's consequences for her actions. Now, right there, you would think that CPS would be involved and get after that mother and investigate this family, but they were never investigated. They were never pressured to that point. These kids were being exploited online for these parents to make money, millions of dollars off of their YouTube channel, while they were being abused. And yes, the parents are fully responsible. I hold the mom and the dad responsible. But someone needs to look into Utah itself. Somebody needs to look into the authorities there and CPS there. Because not only did subscribers of their YouTube channel try to help the children and turn this in, but also neighbors for years called and tried to turn this in, and nobody ever did nothing about it. And Lucky, Ruby's son, her 12-year-old son, Lucky, he did escape and got the help he needed and help for his sisters that were still tied up in Hildebrand's house. What if he wouldn't have escaped? They were already starving. They had wounds on them that weren't healing. They had duct tape around their legs and their arms. They had rope burns. What would have happened if he didn't escape and get help? The mother probably would have ended up killing them. Ruby herself, from 8 Passengers, and her so-called business partner that was supposed to be parental, parental connections and giving parental advice. Here, these two are giving parental advice while they're abusing their children behind the camera. It's just sickening to me. It's sickening for me, especially because I went through abuse when I was younger. It doesn't matter what kind of abuse you're going through. No one deserves to go through any kind of abuse, no matter what it is. And if you're one of them persons that are going through abuse, or you know someone that's getting abused or going through abuse, please try to report it. And even if they don't listen to you at first, keep reporting it. Do whatever you can to try to help that person or to try to help yourself, because you do not deserve to be abused. Your friends don't deserve to be abused. Your family members don't deserve to be abused. So keep that in mind. And just know that what you see online, sometimes what you see on YouTube, is not reality. And the reality sometimes can be very sickening, especially in this case. You look so dopey. You look so dopey. But anyways, yeah, that's my take on it, and I had to give an update because I think this statement from Kevin Franke is just disgusting. He didn't even really make the statement himself. He actually said that to his lawyer, and then his lawyer made the statement to the news outlets, and his lawyer made this statement to different interviewers that he just wants his kids to be together under his fatherly care. Well, where was your fatherly care when your children were suffering this abuse? That is my question that I would like an answer to. If you know anything new on this case, please comment down below. And if you hear of any new news stories about this, especially the father, or any statements he has made, that's the only statement I can find so far that he has made, and I think it's a very disgusting statement. And I'm hoping that CPS keeps the children in their care until they fully investigate the father also, because there's just something fishy there that just don't seem right. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. And me and Annabelle here are going to relax and go to sleep and probably watch a movie, huh? Annabelle, hey. She's tranced into something down there. Ooh, hi, baby girl. You checking mama? Say bye, everybody. Say goodnight. I love you. Come back and see me.